Hello to everyone who is watching this video. This is the 11th episode of Endercraft Season 4, and I am currently over at a bit of a river crossing that AG53 made, formerly known as Crimson, who was formerly known as AG53. It is a bit of a complicated process. Anyway, I've got a whole bunch of things planned today, but I first just wanted to take a little bit of a look at this terraformation AG has done around this place. I think it does look really nice, and look at this. He has even got a mini bridge for us to walk across. I like the look of it. There are a whole bunch of details here, just something that I wanted to point out. Today I'm going to be doing some more work on the sewer base, and yes, we are back to the good old Snappy videos after last week where we had an interesting David video. If you do want to see my episode 10, then I will have a link to that in the pinned comment once again, just like last time. In that video I made with David, I set up this lamp indicator system. So whenever I get mail from the mail station over there, the lamp will turn on to indicate that I have got mail. Imagine that in real life, a whole entire light system to indicate that I have got mail. That is a lot of gold. I feel like this could be from AG. Thanks for building the gold farm. Crimson, thank you very much. Oh wait, there's random cooked beef, okay, and bones, wow. Well, I mean, this isn't really much of a mail, but more just randomly handing me gold illegally through the mail. I'm pretty sure that is not legal. Either way, I am happy with it. While I am down here, I am going to point out that this is where the next sewer is going to be. You can see that up above it is connected to the river, and hence the river water will connect with the sewer water. However, I'm going to be making a different type of sewer, as I did do a simple old worn down sewer there, and while it does look very nice indeed, I'm going to be going with a bit of a different style. Me and Techno have been experimenting with our various sewer styles, and we are going to be going with a brick themed sewer, and we of course did do a poll on the Endercraft fan server on which sewer we should do next, and for some reason the quartz modern sewer won. That poll, Techno didn't really word that poll very good, so it was more about which one people preferred. I don't have to do what people prefer. So Techno, do you have any extra clay I could use?
I don't think so, but I don't think you'll be needing the clay if you have a look at the poll, Snappy.
What do you mean? Oh, I just want it for something.
You're not doing the clay sewer, even if you don't win. I'm not giving you permission to.
So I am going to be building a brick sewer. Sorry, Techno, I really do apologize. Anyway, why don't we go and gather up a whole bunch of clay so we can start this build. Just going along with my brick slabs here in order to save bricks, because bricks are hard to come by on a world with barely any clay. The sewer is looking somewhat nice. This is the shape I am going for. I do not know what is going to be done for this slope down here. That is something that I have not designed inside of my creative test world. I'm just going to go along, mix in a few granite blocks here and there on the side, give it a bit more depth. Oh, gravel stuff. And yeah, because granite does go somewhat well with the brick texture. It's not really the texture that does, but the color does at least. So I'm going to mix that in and then see where we go from there. Welcome to the no-arm villager. He's very self-conscious about his arms. Whenever you get close to him, he just tucks them away as quickly as possible. I don't know, maybe it's his hands he is self-conscious about. I just thought that I would share this with you, a bit of a weird sighting. This has barely taken me any time at all. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than it has. There we go. That looks nice indeed. I like the look of that. Now I've just got to go around with my buttons, dot them in places around which are button worthy. I don't know. And then just fill the whole entire thing with water, which should be fun. Oh no, my torch. And I guess we also may need some lighting in here too, otherwise it's going to be a little bit hard to see anything. In today's video, and a lot of other videos you will soon come to find, is that I will be cutting in between this side project for today's video, as well as the sewer project. This side project is something that we did in Season 2 a very long time ago. If you cast your mind back into the Season 2 days, which you probably should not watch any of those videos as they are not the highest quality, we held a game show. Now, just forget about all of that. We are going to be making a much better game show than that. And I think I'm going to build that game show building in this plot of the world here. It looks like a nice flat area. No, I flattened this out. It was much uglier before. I do have to get a few more dirt blocks to fill in this last strip, which I'm not really sure how I do not have enough materials for. I mined this area out correctly, so I wouldn't have to get any more dirt blocks, but it is what it is. So I'm going to start building the game show building here, and we can go from there. The game show building itself is not necessarily a building, but more of an outdoor stage. And yes, there will be many redstone lamps indicating that this will be a redstone heavy build, unlike last season where we were at first in a dirt shack, which was pleasant at first, but then just got kind of boring after a while, where we then moved to a birch shack, which, in my opinion, looked worse. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree. This season's game show is going to be much more professional. I am building a green tick on this side, and then I'm going to build a red cross on that side with lamps to indicate if they got the question correct or incorrect. And if I have time, I will also be adding note blocks underneath the ground for a little sound to play if you get it, bow bow or ka-ting, which I'm pretty sure is very self-explanatory. These are not death-torturing spikes that you may land on if you fall down the pit. These are, well, you will see why I have a whole bunch of chains here and iron bars very soon. I like the progress that is being done here. It almost has a scary-esque gloomy look to it. I have been farming this fire coral, which you will find out in maybe next week's episode that I had trouble getting. It was not the most fun to get, and I think scattering it throughout this sewer just adds that little bit of red that we are really lacking inside of this build, I feel. I don't know, I feel like it would look nice. Me and Techno decided that it would look nice, and I've got to agree it would look nice. It would be good to get coral fans. We don't have any coral fans, okay? I was even considering adding signs along the sides. I'm not sure, should I add signs along the whole entire side of this sewer, or just signs on these small beams that I have every 3 or so blocks along the sewer? I'm not really too sure. Tell me what you think. Do you think all the way along would look better, or just have them on the beam itself? That part's up to you guys. I honestly don't know what looks good and what does not. I am fine either way. We have got these lanterns here. Why don't we put them to use? I think 2 lanterns could actually be all we need, or 3 lanterns even, if I put one at the start. I was going for an effect here, and it's not really being pulled off because the lantern is such a bright block inside of Minecraft. Maybe if we only have 1 lantern, that could be what I am looking for. I'm looking for a very spooky look inside of this sewer. I think it would just fit perfectly. And you know what is spooky? Darkness. There we go. I think that's what we needed. If we remove this torch here, look at that. Wave shader kind of ruins it here, I will say that. Maybe that is just because it is a waterlogged block, but just pretend like that light isn't there. There we go. That is very scary in my opinion. If you suddenly woke up in a sewer like this, well, I mean, torture. I feel sorry for all the poo-poos and pee-pees down here. That they must be so scared. Oh, Fizzy is going to be so happy about this. I just found a baby zombie that likes to ride piggyback other mobs. It is a piggybacking baby zombie, which could be a Bedrock exclusive. I think it was a Bedrock exclusive, and then they maybe added it to Java Edition. Anyway, once the daddy zombie is killed, then it will try and find many other... It can even go on top of a panda. It will just search out another mob to piggyback on. Fizzy and Calypso a while ago captured a baby zombie riding the Dinnerbone pink sheep here. Then AG went and killed it because he thought it was a dangerous hazard, which it was. But now, I have fully restored Snappy's baby on top of Dinnerbone, and I think Fizzy will be absolutely amazed by this. He will be so happy. I quickly got the zombie under here before it turned daytime where it would burn, but then I found out that it was burning through the slabs and stairs of this building. So through slabs and stairs, zombies will still burn, which I did not know about. I thought this was away from the sun. This poor baby zombie has been burnt and also had damage done through the thorns armor I'm wearing, so I think he is on very low health, and I don't really want to give him a potion of healing because I think that actually damages his health because he is an undead mob, and if you heal the undead mob, then they die. Sorry, Calypso's horse, I guess that is where his horse was before. I'm going to take that off. I have not even got my armor on in fear that the thorns will kill this thing. I am very paranoid right now. Fizzy, I really want this to be an amazing gift for Fizzy. I did just contact him. I am not able to get a live reaction of him because he is not available right now. Do not touch hostile hybrid. There we go. This is the hybrid of... I really hope I spelt that right. You remember episode 1 where I made that mini crop farm? It was a very quick clip. Okay, well, maybe I didn't even include it in the episode. I made a crop farm. I'm just now seeing that this sign says Big Man's Crops. This said Snappy's Crops, or Snappy's Crop Farm. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know how long it has been like this. I feel like I remember someone telling me, oh, I changed your thingy, but I cannot even remember that. This is not okay. This is my crop farm. My crop farm. And it's also very relevant to the video. There is even a log missing from here. That is disgraceful. Well, there is this abandoned village, and we've had it here for a while. You know what would be a cool idea? If we renovated this abandoned village. Maybe that could be a project for next week's episode, where we renovate this mini abandoned village into a much more thriving town with villagers and iron golems. It's been here from the start of the series, and we have also got a bit of an acacia theme going on around the zone, so why not? In fact, it even extends all the way up here onto this floating island, which is natural, by the way, onto that mini hill. Crazy stuff. Crazy. Where am I? Okay. I don't think the sign on the side of the pole here would look as good as what I have now got in mind. I think, you know what, we could even indent a stair in the side of here too. So we have small cracks and indents inside of the wall, which I will need to, of course, fill up with slabs too. So just a small... That's not what I meant to do. Oh gosh. Just... Leave it. It's a lost cause. So we can have small cracks and indents in the wall like this. Then we can place a sign on top of that and do some sort of, I guess, make it look like a board patching up the hole. This is crazy horror stuff, guys. There's only really one row of blocks we could do that for this sewer, as this is just half a block here and we cannot really do it anywhere else. It's not like you can put signs up on a roof or a floor, although I wish you could. That would be an amazing feature. And I'm not exactly sure if people would understand what this means. So I'm going to send a picture in Ender Chat asking people, what do you think this means? And see if they understand it or not. Hopefully they will. We can check back at that in next week's episode. Otherwise, I think it's time we leave this sewer be. It has had a lot of nice progress done to it, and get off to finishing another project, which of course is the game show. A project that, in recording timeline, I have yet to even start. Okay, I think I'm done with this project for today. I've got a lot of progress done, and the main build itself is complete. I just have to add another ring of stairs around the side where the whole entire crowd of 10 people on this server can sit and watch. I did put it next to the world for the reason that I don't want to have to build a structure around it, because no one will be going back here. It is a bit of a cheeky thing to do, and I will probably just skip all of the redstone building because it is very long and laborious. So I guess next time you see this build, it will be 100% complete, and I will probably be playing a game show with the other Endercrafters. I know I said I am finished at the sewer for today, but I had one last amazing idea. Because we have invisible item frames on this server, I went out of my way to add dirt blocks at the bottom of this sewer. Now, I'm not going to explain what these are. I am sure that you can figure it out for yourself. I mean, we are in a sewer. What do you think they are? It appears David has been working on his and B.O.B.'s base. If I walk up the staircase here, which is supposed to be modern, and like B.O.B. pointed out in his video, is not really the most modern thing, but I think it works. I think it somehow works in with this modern build that I'm not entirely sure is done. You see, modern builds look like a whole bunch of blocks that don't really go well together, and I guess that's what people like about them. The interior of this build is not yet done, which is the part that I like most about Minecraft houses. The interior, indeed. I just find it is a lot more cozy on the inside. While the outside can be marvelous and majestic, the inside is what really counts. Okay, I'm on the server currently, and Calypso and Fizzy too are very close to finding the last end portal frame. It is somewhere on top of Shadow Bandit's mountain there. However, I'm not exactly too sure where. You see, in my second episode with the center mall, I gave this really big hint. Let me just go and play a short part of the clip. So I didn't just go around and randomly place them in random locations, I placed them in random significant locations. Doesn't really mean they are random anymore, but it's good enough. And I mean, some of them, one person in particular has been looking at this one chest for about, I don't know, 10 years on this server, and they still haven't found. I'm not going to give any clues. I'm not going to say where it is. It could be anywhere, from that corner of the world to up on top of that mountain. But I'm just saying, it's somewhere in the overworld, and when they find it, it's going to be beautiful. Now, yes, I'm not exactly sure if you are able to see it, but in the bottom right-hand corner, there was an image of Shadow Bandit slowly getting into view. And I did point out two specific locations in that clip. This corner of the world and Shadow Bandit's mountain over there. Now, considering that I also put a picture of Shadow Bandit's channel icon up on screen, you would then assume that it would be on Shadow Bandit's mountain, which is indeed correct. And Calypso is just over there at Shadow Bandit's base, now looking for the end portal frame. And it is in a really obvious location too. Calypso is here, and he is very close. Literally so close. I am looking at the end portal frame right now. Can you see it? Well, it is inside of a chest. It is not just an end portal frame slap bang on the ground. It is inside of a chest somewhere. Can you see where that is? I'm just following Calypso. I'm not looking at it. He's getting a bit colder here. He's getting warm. Yeah, I'm literally looking at it on my screen. I said, remember that you do have to break blocks to get to it. However, you do not have to break blocks to find it. I'm talking about the chest. I think he has found it. I think he has found it. Good job, Calypso. Good job. You have successfully found the last end portal frame, and now we will be able to go to the end and defeat the Ender Dragon on a server called Endercraft. Always have a smiley face, and I will see you later. Goodbye.